skipped my own surprise birthday party once I found out it wasn't really for me. I have never liked big birthdays. I'm the dinner and a movie type, maybe drinks with 3 close friends. Everyone in my life knows this, especially my sister Maya. She loves balloons and matching outfits and speeches. She turned her own 30th into a 2-day event with a rented photo booth. 2 weeks before my birthday, Maya started acting weird. She kept texting me things like, keep that Saturday open and don't make plans. When I asked why, she'd laugh and change the subject. I told her flat out, again, that I didn't want to party. She said I was being no fun as usual and dropped it. I should have known she never actually drops things. The night before my birthday, I was getting coffee with my coworker Dana. She mentioned she was excited for Saturday and asked what I was going to wear. I told her I didn't have plans. She froze mid-sip and said never mind, forget I said anything. I made her tell me. The whole family was invited. It was happening at my parents' house. A few of my coworkers too. And then she said the name that made my stomach drop. Owen. Owen is my ex. We broke up 2 months ago. Nothing dramatic, no cheating, no yelling, just 2 people who stopped working. But the last conversation we had was ugly enough that I told everyone, including Maya, I wanted 0 contact. Maya never liked that rule. She kept saying he's still practically family, he's been around since we were teenagers, I should get over it already. I called her the second I got home. She picked up like she'd been waiting for it. I asked her straight out if Owen was going to be there. She didn't even try to deny it. She said we could finally sit down and talk everything out, that this was the perfect setting because everyone we loved would be there to support us. She told me she didn't throw this party just for my birthday. She threw it so I could see him again in a safe environment and fix things. Her words, fix things. She said I'd thank her later. I told her she had no right, that I said no to a party 3 separate times and she did it anyway. That ambushing me with my ex on my actual birthday, in front of coworkers, was not a gift, it was a setup. She called me dramatic and ungrateful. She said everyone already bought gifts and some people drove 2 hours to be there. She said she'd even put together a slideshow of old pictures of me and Owen because you 2 had so many good years. People should remember that. That's when I stopped arguing. I hung up on her mid-sentence. The next morning, my actual birthday, I turned my phone all the way off. I only told one person where I'd be, my best friend Priya. We got breakfast at a diner near her place, walked around the botanical garden for 2 hours, and caught an afternoon movie. No group chats, no calls, no notifications buzzing in my pocket. It was, honestly, one of the best birthdays I've had in years. When I finally turned my phone back on that night, it lit up like a slot machine. 43 missed calls, voicemails from my mom, my aunt, 2 different coworkers. Maya had been texting every 20 minutes starting around noon. The messages went from confused, to worried, to furious. People had shown up, food was made, the slideshow was already queued up on the living room TV, and the guest of honor never came. Maya's last text just said, everyone is humiliated and it's your fault. Call me right now. I called her. She was screaming before I even said hello. She said I embarrassed her in front of the entire family, that Owen sat there for 2 hours while people quietly stared at him, that my aunt drove 3 hours for absolutely nothing, and that I owed everyone an apology, starting with her. I asked if it had occurred to her that maybe I was the one who got ambushed. She said I was being selfish, that she planned this whole thing out of love, and that any normal person would be grateful someone cared enough to fix their life for them. 2 days later, she showed up at my apartment without calling first, holding a gift bag like a peace offering. She said the family agreed I needed to apologize before Sunday dinner, or people would keep being upset with me. She stood in my doorway with that same tight smile she always gets right before she says something awful and calls it honesty. I told her I wasn't apologizing for refusing to be ambushed with my ex on my own birthday, after telling her no 3 separate times, and that if she ever pulled something like this again, she wouldn't hear from me at all. Not on birthdays, not on holidays, not ever. Then I took the gift bag out of her hands, set it down on the floor of the hallway behind her, and shut the door in her face.